Yep, day 3, and I'm telling you, I'm just not in the mood for it, but I'm going. Nothing's gonna stop me. And here we go. As you can see, the start line is here. By the way, today I'm using my DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro. And I got it paired up with my wireless mic. Because yesterday's audio quality had some wind noise. And I've also got my Leica MEV1 with me, just in case I want to capture the moment, you know. You got to keep training, got to keep, you know, using your camera to understand the camera far more better than you already do. Yeah, I know. Today was a strange day for me. I mean, I don't know, just one of those days where I just felt weird. And what I mean by feeling weird, I just felt, I don't know, confused, I guess. And I really don't know how to say it. It's just one of those weird days. Today's a weird day. Anyway. I see. I wonder, hold on, let me see if I can get this butterfly. Can we do this? Yeah, right, as if I'm going to get that. Hold on. That's not going to happen, is it? Nope. But if we... Let's see, where's it gone? There we go. There we go. I was going to get it, but it's not going to happen, is it? Nope, it's not going to happen. Let me see if I... Oh, I could do actually. Wait 1 second. This could be the shot. No. Hold on. Where's it going to go? Where's it going to land? Where is it going to land? There we go. Nah, gone. Unfortunately, gone. Yep. Lost the opportunity. Lost the shot. Well, I mean, it's a butterfly. It's not going to wait for me to take a picture, is it? Anyway, I gave it a shot. Failed at it badly, but I did it. I tried. We'll see later on if I managed to capture anything, because I doubt I did. From what I saw, I got 0 there. Yeah, so today I'm not going to be doing any hit running, you know, where you do the sprints and so forth. Today I'm just going to take it easy and just walk fast and faster than yesterday, that's all. Other than that, nothing. I ain't going to do anything. Yeah, so yesterday's footage, the audio, I noticed some wind in the camera, and I was using DJI Osmo Action 6 yesterday with no wireless mic. Today I've got the wireless mic connected, and I thought, let me get the OG. Well, the OG is the Action 4, but let me get the one after the OG, Action 5 Pro. This camera has seen some fair amount of content creating on my channel, let me tell you, well, my whole channel. And it's one of those cameras that was, back in its day, was a hot topic. And now it's been replaced by other ones. Did you guys see the new DJI Pocket 4? Nothing to, you know, talk about really. I was expecting more. I guess the Pro version is going to be better. I haven't checked out any videos on the Pocket 4. To be honest, after jumping on the normal camera, non-action camera journey, I haven't had time to look at action cameras anymore. I've got enough action cameras anyway, so nothing caught my attention except for, I think they're going to drop a version with 2 lenses. I think that's the Pocket 4 Pro, I guess. I don't know. I'll see with that. But I'm not going to upgrade my Pocket 3 because I think that Pocket 3 is good enough for me. Nothing groundbreaking changes for me there, so I'll skip maybe that. I don't know, I'll see how it goes. But I'm waiting for Insta360 drop their camera. They got something coming. They're cooking something, let me tell you. So let's see. what Insta360 drops. That could be something worth maybe buying, I don't know. You're never going to end up satisfied with one camera if you follow the tech trend. So don't follow the tech trend. Just, follow being you, creating content. Your camera is good enough, trust me. I mean, all of my action cameras, I love them all to bits. I don't have anyone that I favor over the other. Everyone just makes me feel different. So they're a part of my mood. So Insta360 Ace Pro 2 is my favorite camera, action camera for vlogging. So is this Action 5 Pro and the Action 4 and so forth, and 6 and 360 and all of them. All the action cameras are actually my favorite cameras. By the way, one of the easiest things about action cameras, because they're so small, it's not in your face. But could you imagine having a camera this big and you're trying to do a vlog? Everyone looking at you like, it grabs too much attention. But just photography, you're okay. The other thing I didn't like about my SL, when I first got it, I was so excited to use it and, go out in public. It just grabs too much attention I just didn't need. And everyone thinks I'm a professional photographer, which I'm not. I'm just a new photographer on this journey of photography. Yeah, a new photographer. And it's a big community out there, photography, what I'm talking about now. And it's kind of like those Android and iOS, followers. Only Apple, only Android. And it's kind of the same thing I've noticed with Leica. Either you're a Canon or a Sony or Leica. Really, it's a camera. It's a brand that I have come to like, well, I've liked for a long time, and that's the tool that I have chose to paint the light with. And be it Leica, Canon, Sony, whatever it is, this is the tool I have currently with me. Leica and Fujifilm, these two brands at the moment. Will I ever get a Sony or a Canon? I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? So I was watching some videos again. I watched this video about this one guy talking about the MEV1. Oh my God, it was 30 minutes of pain. And what do I mean 30 minutes of pain? He went on and on and on about all the flaws in the EV1. And he's such a guru about rangefinders and so forth, and mocking down the EV1. And I was thinking, so why'd you buy it then? Did you buy it to mock it? I tried to understand. Well, I did understand what the rangefinder is all about. I get it. I tried it in the shop, and I noticed that a rangefinder has a history, heritage. Yes, I know that. However, the EV1 is their new attempt to have the M-body camera with an EVF without the rangefinder. Now, I also watched some videos talk about, which one's faster, which one's slow, and that the EV1 is not groundbreaking, revolutionary. I was like, you know what? There's a market for everything. There's a camera for everyone. Now, is it the one for you? Maybe yes, maybe no. But going on for 30 minutes, just talking about all the flaws and then claiming that you have, the years of experience of using so many cameras and how Leica should have done this and should have done that. And it was the worst invention they ever did. It's like, I just sat there watching you for 30 minutes talk down about a camera that you bought. Mind you, you bought it. I was thinking, why'd you buy in the beginning? You could have read all the spec sheets and not buy it. Why waste the money? So you can make a video about it, create content for the views and the clicks, because it's a hot topic at the moment, because it's a new product on the market. So that's what I discovered. So going back on my channel, in the old days, when I was creating content, if I had a product that was not out yet or just hit the market now, it'd get a lot of traction because everyone wants to know what it's all about. For example, products that I had, for example, Insta360 products. I remember dropping a video that nobody talked about. It was a slung bag Insta360, the bag that you put across, along with something else. I can't remember what it was, two things in one. So I did a video. I reposted that video on this channel. I hit that video up within about 4 to 5 days. I got about 10,000 Yeah, 10,600 views. And I realized, that's when it clicked. If you're talking about a product that everybody wants to know about, you're going to get the view and traction. But if you're talking about products already been done, you're not going to get the views and clicks, especially when it comes to tech. Anyway, let me take a shortcut this way. Well, it's not a shortcut, just extending the path. And that's why I started to discover that when you talk about a product that's not being talked about or not available, you're going to get a lot of traction. But if you're going to do a video, let's say, for example, the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro. Now, people have done a lot of these videos about the camera and all that. So what are you going to add to the mix? Unless you're someone that, you know, you're not going to add any difference and you're not going to get much traction because they've moved on to the next one now. They're talking about the Action 6. Or now, DJI Pocket 4 is going to be the Nox. It's going to be the next hot topic, I'm telling you. If I bought the Pocket 4 right now and start talking about it, I'm going to get some traction. But again, I'm not going to buy it just to get traction or clicks or views. Now, all the action cameras I bought, I never bought them for action, you know, clicks and views. I bought it because I wanted it for me. Because I went through a phase of just action cameras and I just loved buying the new, latest and greatest. And some were not even worth upgrading, some were worth upgrading. Like, take for example, the Insta360 Ace Pro and the Ace Pro 2, that was worth a purchase upgrade for me because I got better low light conditions and so forth. And as I said, today it's one of my favorite cameras. The Ace Pro 2 has been donated to my son, who can play around with using the camera to create content. At least that way, I got my favorite. So I picked up 2 versions of the Ace Pro 2, actually 3, tell a lie. I've got the white edition, the Arctic white. I've got the M93 edition, which is a limited edition one. I also got a normal standard edition. And there's a reason why I have one of each. Another topic, another story. Anyway. Yeah, so if you're out there trying to talk about tech and stuff, remember, you're going to get more traction and views, if that's what you're trying to get. If it's something not talked about, search for it over on YouTube and search about the product you have and have a look. Who are you going up against? That's what I've discovered. If you're up against the big players, yeah, good luck with your video getting out there, unless you did something different that nobody else has done. That's what I discovered. So, talking about YouTube. Now, drop me a comment below, those who already told me that I should do, you know, a bit of both in that, but drop me a comment below. Would you like to see product reviews or like what I'm doing right now? See, what I'm doing is talking about product, but not reviewing it, technically. I'm just talking about product. I think that's different than just doing a product review, telling you about the sensor and all that stuff, because you can go on the website of the product itself and find out all about it. You don't need me repeating what's already there, but what you need is for me to show you what it's like. Like, for example, this DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro is what you're seeing right now. You're checking out the video quality, you're hearing the sound quality with the wireless mic, and you can see this is raw. No edit's going to be done to it. That will help you decide what does it look like. That's why, by the way, check out my playlists. You'll see each playlist I've created for the content I'm recording on the tool I'm using. For example, if I'm using DJI, it'll say DJI content recorded and so forth, and Insta360, smartphone and so forth. At least that way, makes your life easier when you're going to go and look for the next action camera. If you're going to buy an action camera, you can just check what each action camera looks like when it comes to visuals and sound and so forth. At least that way, help you decide. Now, I would like you to also drop me a comment below telling me on my vlogs, is there anything you want me to change up about it? Would you like me to do B-rolls and add music and a theme to it like a lot of vlogs? Or you like what I'm doing right now, just being me and just being raw? At least that way it gives me an understanding where you want me to go with these vlogs. But I think vlogging every day is going to be a part of this 30-day challenge. So it's going to be 30-day challenge of this weight loss journey, Did I say that right? Yeah, I think so. Plus, I'm also going to do a vlog every day. So that's 2 birds, 1 stone. I'm doing a vlog every day and I'm doing my weight loss journey every day, capturing day by day. And we are what, day 3? Yeah, day 3 already. You know, I was sitting there in the living room thinking, oh, by the way, I've done my first 1K. So I was sitting in the living room thinking, shall I give it a miss today? No. I was like, stop it. Stop allowing that voice to creep in to tell you to not go today. That happens, you know. It happens to you. Tell me it doesn't happen to you, because you're sitting there, you're trying to make a change, you hear that voice trying to make you stop making that change. That's part of the process. By the way, the weight loss journey is a very boring journey. The process is so boring. You're not going to see results quick, but it will happen. And I guess the simplest thing to do is understand. There's a phrase I remember hearing many years ago that really hit home, that resonated with me. Let me know in the comments below if it resonates with you. You are what you eat. Think about it. You are what you eat. So if we control what we eat, we can see the results of what we look like. And that's when it hit me, it resonated with me. So let me know, does that resonate with you? Because you are truly what you eat. Now, so I'm looking at restructuring what I'm eating. So I'm going to start cutting out all the stuff that I think is not good for me. Like, say, for example, sugar. If it's excess sugar, stop it, cut it down. 1% daily to make these changes. And when you do these changes 1%, then you can understand that you'll start to see the changes you need to do in order to see the progress. Sorry, you need to see the change program. I can't say it today. What's up with me? So I'm going to make these changes as I go along this 30-day journey to see what's working, what's not working for me. So early morning breakfast, no carbs. I'm sticking onto a low-carb, very low-carb, high-protein diet for a moment. I mean, I remember doing the 4-day challenge that was cutting out sugar altogether. Did I drop some weight? Wow. That no sugar diet, it's crazy. But it was only hard in the beginning. The first week, it was, I was like gonna lose my mind. And after day 7, it's just smooth sailing, I would say, smooth sailing. Yeah. Yesterday, another thing is what I noticed about my Action 6 camera, the macro lens. Yeah, I don't think that's a lens I want to be using going forward for vlogs. I used to like it at the beginning because it's new hype to talk about. But now, nah. This has got the standard lens on it and I'm happy with it. Color profile, standard, nothing changed. So what you're seeing is from this Action camera. Yeah, so food. Get the food in right. And then something else that kind of got me thinking, intermittent fasting, right? That works as well. I mean, fasting does wonders to your body, let me tell you. So I think if I cap it off at night time, when's my last meal? It should be 8 p.m. Anything after 8 p.m. should be a no-go. That's another plan I'm going to put in place. Again, there are going to be days where you're going to fail and you're going to just maybe, cheat day or do something wrong. But ask yourself why you did that. Is it the people around you or somebody trying to force you to break that habit? Rethink of what you're doing. Anyway, as I was saying. So what I'm going to do is change also the walks. Now I would love to try a empty stomach fast walk in the morning. Let's say with a glass of coffee, I guess, maybe a cup of coffee, sorry, and do a walk. Maybe a little bit of jog as well. I'll see how that goes. I'll try that. Maybe tomorrow, I'll see how I feel. But I need to try that, see if there's any difference, by the way, when I do the exercises. Do I get better results in the evening? Well, midday, like I'm doing today, or just before sunset, or early morning? Now they say, I don't know, don't quote me because I have no clue. This is what I'm learning as I'm going along this new journey. Apparently, the new studies show that if you fast and as soon as you wake up, have a glass of coffee and go running in the morning, do your workout then, and then come back home and break your fast by having breakfast, there's a gain there you're going to gain and see changes. I'm like, really? Let's try it. I mean, the only way you're going to do is test these theories, right? Or these claims. So I'm going to try that. Now, when do I do it? Do I do it tomorrow? I don't know. But you'll know on my channel because I'm going to make sure you know when am I doing it. But now it's what? 5 something in the evening. Sunset's going to set soon. So these are what the normal times I've been doing my walks before, previously. But this time around, I'm gonna change it up. This 30-day challenge is different from the one I did before. The other one went straight cold turkey, no sugar. This one, I'm reducing the intake. Today, I've had very minimal sugar. Meal-wise, what did I have? Morning, 3 boiled eggs, that's it. And for lunch, I had grilled chicken with vegetables. So far, so good. No carbs. And we'll see. Let me see, this kid just kicked his ball out. See if we can get it in for him. Yeah, so less of the carbs, we'll see how that goes. But I think I need to let go of carbs altogether. I don't need it, honestly, I don't need it. It does nothing but add more sugar in my body that I don't need. 1 second. Here we go. Up. Bye, you. Yeah, kick that out far away. Wrong place. I need to get back in shape. When it comes to football, anyway. That's what I was talking about. Here we go. Yep. There we go. Done. Yeah. I'm getting too old. Now, I could have kicked that properly, but I've got a camera in my hand, an action camera. I've got this other camera strapped around my neck. Trying to balance it all and kick a ball straight. Yeah, right. Good luck with that. Which clearly was not in my favor today. Yeah, so change it up. I'm going to change it up this time round. As I said, the only way I'm going to find out is try these new things. So let's see how I feel tomorrow. Now, I normally wake up some mornings 5:30 and so forth. It depends. Let me see how it goes. I think I'm going to have to change that mindset and reset that mindset to do these changes in order for me to try something new. Because when you want to change a habit, you've got to do it small incremental changes, and that's what I need to do. I need to change this habit, you see, change the habit. Let's see. Now, do you think I'll be able to do it? Drop me a comment again down below. Yes, call to action. This is my call to action. Drop me a comment below. Tell me, can I do it? And should I do it? Well, you know what? Better yet, should I do it? Drop me 100 down below. Yes, do it. Early morning. Try it. But the question would be then, how long will I need to try it for to see the changes or feel the difference? Should we say a week? Should we say 3 days, 2 days? I don't know. Again, drop me another comment below and tell me what you think I should do. It's you out there who's going to help me navigate all this through. Yeah, you out there. Oh my God, I'm nearly going to finish lap 2. And I've been yapping on. For how long? 23 minutes. Ooh. Now I feel like running. I feel like doing what I was doing yesterday, but I'm not going to do it because my body needs to progressively. My body needs to go in progress stages to do that, not straight away. Again, if I did that, I know I'm going to do something wrong, I'm going to injure myself or hurt myself and so forth, and I don't want to do that because I don't want burnout. And if I want to succeed in this challenge, I've got to stick to my mindset, growth plan that I've already put in place for me. Am I saying anything right? I don't know. It's one of those days I told you, I don't feel right today, something wrong. But it's nothing to do physically, it's just do mentally sometimes. You know, you get that from time to time. I get it, I don't know, maybe just me. I just feel like nothing makes any sense or just fuzzy, you know. Brain fog, that's it, brain fog. I got brain fog. You know, I'm sitting there always self-reflecting, asking myself this and that, and I don't know, just life. In general, we all get there. We all have those moments. And I have that moment today. I had it yesterday as well, I think. Well, yesterday was more of a day where I couldn't speak properly. I was just mentally tired because it's been a couple of days where I've just overthinking things. Again, I'm a deep thinker. I love to overthink things sometimes. Not to waste time overthinking, but I just want to think things, and sometimes I just don't get to a answer. And I guess I just need to take it easy and which I'm doing today. And that's why I'm far better than yesterday, because I was self-reflecting. And when I woke up this morning, I started self-reflecting, and that's where I came to the conclusion that today is just one of those days where I just feel strange. I don't know, honestly, I don't know. Yeah. Honestly, going back to the thing I was talking at the beginning, I really don't get it. Why would somebody buy something and rant on about it? I don't know. It really beats me. I don't understand it, never did, never will, never want to understand it. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. It's like me going buying now the Pocket 4 and tell you all the flaws about it and how stupid it is and it's not worth the upgrade. It's like, why would you do that? Really? There's not going to be a massive upgrade compared to the Pocket 3. Well, you know what? I'll give you another example. iPhone, right? So I got the iPhone 17 Pro Max. Now the previous iPhone 16, was it worth upgrade? No. Was it worth upgrade from the 15? Debatable. Was it worth upgrading from the 14? Yeah. That makes more sense. Going from 14 to 17, but going every year upgrading, you're not going to see anything groundbreaking. Was it worth the upgrade? And that's a fact. And I've had that experience through the upgrades of both phones, Samsung and iPhone. So when we're talking about phones, I'm giving examples of the Samsung S series, where I start off in the Note series, by the way. Has 2K done. Whereas the Samsung, when I start off the Note series and so forth, and then it came to the S series. So I've always I've always upgraded every year. Do I need to? No. Did I want to? Yes. But I don't need to. Same thing I did with the iPhone when it first came out until today. And there was one year I just skipped it because seeing just the same old boring phone, no changes, nothing. And again, I did it again. Now this time round, they removed the SIM card tray, which is another topic where I don't open that Pandora's box because everyone has their own opinions. But you know, when we first started off, I'm going back to early 90s. Now I'm going to go back my generation time, when mobile phones first came into the picture. It was some big heavy device you had to carry around, lug around with you everywhere, just so you have a mobile device. And then they evolved, and then it became to like a big phone with a little antenna you can pull out and so forth. That was no SIM card needed. And then they introduced a SIM card. So then we saw SIM card, the big SIM cards, then it went small and small into nano. And now we've gone back to eSIMs. Back to no SIM. It's like, that just did a 360 loop around with SIM card. What's up with that? Anyway, so the new phones, you don't need a SIM card. And then I was thinking, why? You know, because not everywhere you travel supports eSIM. Then you can, of course, buy these eSIMs before you travel, or just get your SIM card to have roaming on it and just call it a day. But again, I don't know. I'm glad the Samsung S26 Ultra that I have doesn't have only eSIM, and it has a SIM card tray, so I'm glad and I'm happy that I still have a SIM card option. That's why I'm not really fussed about the iPhone 17 Pro Max being only eSIM. But if I had a choice, yeah, I don't know. I just guess I'm old school sometimes. I like things the way they are. You don't have to change it. But again, it's just something for a reason down the line. I don't know what it is. Apparently, more battery. I don't know. I'm not really bothered about these things. All I'm saying that is, because I have two phones, it doesn't bother me. But if I had to stick to just one, which I tried in the past, the reason why I have two phones, by the way, is one for my personal life and one for work. I don't like having both mixed together. Work is work, life is life. And that's why I like to keep it private and work. Otherwise, I'd never have a life. It wouldn't be balanced. Yeah, so that's why I'm happy that Samsung did not go down that route of going all eSIM. Otherwise, I would have just stuck to the S25 and that's it. not having both phones eSIM only. Now, anyway, you know what? I think I've yapped on enough, right? I was thinking, should I stop this, or should I just finish this with you while I'm recording and then end it? Now, have you noticed I haven't stopped it? I haven't, paused it. I'm just going and going. Now, is this a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. Again, drop me a comment below, because you see, I was asking that same question yesterday. No, sorry, not yesterday. Tell a lie. I asked that a couple of videos back on my channel. Would you like to see 3 minutes, 8 minutes, and that? So I got the average answers around 10 minutes. And then I also got some feedback saying that they would like it to have longer. A mixture of everything, right? But I sat there and asked myself, what would I like to see? And then it clicked. I remembered. The channels that I follow. What's the video? The channels that I follow, I like to watch long form content. Why? Because it gives me more time with the content creator. It's a journey that they can take me along with them. It's just like having a virtual friend, I guess. At least it's something different, I guess it's spicing up your own life sometimes. I talked about it too, didn't I? Yeah, so it's different, rather than just seeing the same thing you see every day, and you tune in someone else's channel, you see something different they have that you don't have, and it's new to you, but boring to you, Sorry, new to them, boring to you, because you see it every day and they've never seen this. I mean, how many people have seen this park around the world? I doubt that many, so that's what I'm saying. You're out there somewhere in this world, and you're seeing this beautiful scenery, these beautiful views, right? Now, some places in the world, they don't see nature like this. Some see what they see. Anyway, yeah. Ooh, I'm telling you. It's a beautiful day. Now, normally around this time, the heat kicks in, but we're having a late summer this year, and it's kind of cool that we're gonna, continue this month, April, and go into May still like this. This is amazing. Love it. Ah, yes. I definitely love it. Now, if there's any editing I'm going to do in this video, it's only people in the background. If I find anybody that's in my background that I just don't want them to be in the background, I'll try as much as I can to edit them out. That's just me being considerate and being, thoughtful of others, I guess. I forgot to do that yesterday. I do apologize. But again, I can't help it. I'm doing my own thing, and people are my business. That's what they say. That's what I say anyway. Oh yeah. I feel good. Honestly, I feel good. I tell you, it's day 3. I'm already feeling the difference. Now, I remember that same feeling before, so I know what to expect. But for somebody out there that's new into this journey, keep pushing on through. The first week is the hardest. After that, it's smooth sailing. I'm telling you, it just gets easier and easier. And the more you keep pushing through, I tell you, week 3, you'll be like, I'm loving this. And week 4, when you hit to week 4, that last stretch, I'm telling you one thing, and that's a fact. You thank me. You come back here and thank me for kickstarting you on your journey. Yes, kickstarting you on your journey. I hope you're out there thinking the same. That, you know what? He has a point. Let me start moving myself. Let me get out there and be with nature. Let me get my body moving rather than just sitting there watching TV or Netflix or all that, Because you can actually watch YouTube on the go or Netflix on the go. Get your phone and walk. At least you're doing something, right? It's better than sitting being a potato couch. Yeah, who wants to be a potato couch, right? Not me. Right. This is nearly going to come to an end now. This is the last lap, the 3rd lap. And I don't feel tired. I'm walking at a very good pace, by the way. And I've noticed from the first day I kickstarted this journey again, that my breathing has become better. So when you first start, you're a bit out of breath, but the more you keep it consistent, it's boring, I know. Trust me, you see the differences. And I remember when I first started this journey, I'm going back again to the past, and I was monitoring my heart rate, right? So when I first started off that 1K, 1.5K, my heart rate was up there, and I was barely moving at a good pace. But the more I kept pushing every day, I can see my heart rate drop, but my stamina was getting stronger, and everything became better. And it became better, I'm telling you. And then it took me high intensity movements in order to get my heart rate back to where when I first started from day one. And that's when I realized what conditioning I was doing to my body, that I was really conditioning my body to really be much more better than where it was and the state it was. If that makes sense. Yeah. Right. You know, I'm telling you, this view here is just beautiful. Every day seeing this, it's a blessing. I'm telling you people, it's a blessing. These are all the things that we don't realize in life that, you know, we take for granted sometimes. We just take it for granted, you know. Listening to the birds, just being out in nature. I mean, you live a busy life. When was the last time you actually went for a walk in the park like this? You got a track to follow around and keep track of what you're doing. Same time, you're getting your body conditioned. Your mind is getting conditioned. I'm telling you, these walks out here help so much with so much detoxing for your brain, I'm telling you. And the best thing is to put your phone on silent, which I'm sure I did. If not, it would interrupt me right now. Have your phone on silent, or better yet, just keep it in the car. And just enjoy nature, honestly. Really? Why would you not enjoy moments like this in life? I mean, you don't need a TV or a series to get you going every day. This, just being out here with life, listening to all these. Come on. There's a cat here minding his own business. You know, just live. Honestly, just live. Honestly, we take everything for granted in life. You take these things away, you realize how much value it has, and yet you didn't understand its value because you're so tied up in things that just have no value. So enjoy every moment of fresh air. Enjoy every moment of being alive. I woke up today. Every day I wake up, I'm blessed to see another day. You know, some people don't get to see the end of the day. Some people don't get to see the next day. And that's just life. So don't waste it. Honestly, don't. Be appreciative of everything in life. Just be appreciative. You know, I thank you for your time, honestly. Your time spent with me, what is it, 38 minutes. And if you stuck around for 38 minutes, I truly, another tomcat, appreciate your time. Honestly, it's your time that shared with me. You came along with me on my journey as I'm doing my walks, and you stuck around. That says a lot. So, if you stuck around this lot, you truly did. Drop me a comment saying, I watched all the way through, and thank you. It was time well spent. Or just tell me you wasted 38 minutes of my life. I'll take it too. I don't mind. Honesty is the best policy, honestly. If I'm boring, I do apologize. If I'm not up to your standards, the vlogs that you like seeing, I do apologize. But again, every vlog is different. I may be a vlogger that you like, I may be a vlogger that you don't like. Did I call myself a vlogger? Anyway, I'm talking about vlogs. It may be a type of vlog you like, it may be a vlog that you don't like. Either way, I do apologize if I wasted your time. But I hope it's something different that you're not used to seeing, because I like bringing something new and fresh onto this platform called YouTube. Yeah, and I'm coming to an end now. Come on baby, let's do this. We're going to finish this. I'm going to take a little detour here and let's see. Wow, what happened there? I don't know. Yeah, so I'm going to finish this 3K. Will he finish it? Oh yeah, easy baby, easy. Now I could have done this with another stretch of 1 to 2K.
Split 3.
There you go.
Split pace, 12 minutes.
So 41 minutes
per kilometer.
35 seconds, let's call it that. is what I need to beat every single day. So if I can shave off about 2 to 3 minutes a day, that's where I know I'm challenging myself. That's what it's all about. Keep challenging yourself every single day by bringing something new, fresh, and different to you. And that's how you're gonna keep pushing yourself. You gotta keep pushing yourself, otherwise you're not gonna see any changes. Don't stick to normal walking, fast up. Go faster, move the pace faster, do whatever you need to do, but keep challenging yourself every day. So remember, a like will go a long way, they say. So hit that like button down there. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, I'd love to have you on my channel. Might be boring, might be interesting, who knows, but being with me on the channel just means I'm gonna have another beautiful soul that joins my journey. Right, see you on the next one. YouTube's gonna recommend you watch something far better than my channel. Anyway, that's it, I am out. Oh yeah, tomorrow I'll see you.